Okay, this is the story of Archie Walters. So Archie Walters, he has a son, John, and his daughter, Mary. So John and Mary have come to the conclusion that Archie needs a better care environment. So, and John, I should say, Archie is older and is probably going to be at least assisted living. And so really the people who are going to be doing the work to find a better care environment for Archie is going to be split between John and Mary. So John, he's going to take the first set of tasks to sort of narrow it down to a few communities. So he does a bunch of searching. So Special Care Senior Living, they have a website and they're also paying for some Google ads to get people to the website. So John, who is the influencer, the son, he is searching and he sees an ad for Special Care Senior Living. He clicks the ad, it takes him to the landing page, and he fills out a form to book a tour or get more information or what have you. Now, Special Care Senior Living is using ActiveDEMAND, and so what they're using ActiveDEMAND for right now with this workflow is they want to optimize their ads. So they want to find those people that that move in, right? They want to go tell Google about these people that move in so that Google can retarget and find more people like the person who clicked the ad and moved in. So how Google communicates ad clicks to ActiveDEMAND is through a GCLID. So if John, like I said, he's searching, he clicks an ad, and when he clicks this ad, the GCLID is this token that is appended to the as a parameter to the ad click. So now ActiveDEMAND on the website is going to see this ad click and it's going to see this GCLID and it will record it with the session with anybody who fills out a form. So in this case, John saw the ad, he clicked the ad, he fills out this form. So now there's a GCLID with this form fill session, and it can be accessed throughout the entire, no matter how long this workflow is. The way ActiveDEMAND works is that it carries along the session of the trigger event for the campaign, and the trigger event for this campaign is this form submit. So as soon as the form is submitted, it's going to sit here right now and wait for, and we're using the decision object that's wait for next, and it's configured to look for a history item, which is that signifies that there was somebody that the person moved in specifically. And then once it does get this move-in event, it's going to post here to Google. It'll share that GCLID with Google Ads as an offline conversion, specifically stating that this was a move-in. So the magic here is because we have the GCLID and we're carrying it through the entire workflow, when the move-in event happens, it's going to take that GCLID and give it to Google, and Google go, it's that person who clicked the ad. It was that search that they did when they're looking for this ad, and they'll put it into their system to optimize the ad so that they find more people like that person who clicked the ad. Now, for those who've been using ActiveDEMAND for a long time, the one thing you might notice here, this is sitting here waiting for the move-in event to be, in this case, for John to move in, right? Because basically it's John sitting here in this workflow waiting for this history item that's generated by John to indicate to ActiveDEMAND that John has moved in. But the reality is, John is not going to be moving in. It's actually Archie that's moving in. So Archie is a contact in ActiveDEMAND, and when Archie moves in, the history event, and there's multiple ways of doing this depending on your CRM, and I recommend actually doing a deal closed, but for this discussion, it is a custom event that is a move-in event, and it's actually Archie that's going to generate this event. So what happens here is John's going to sit here forever because Archie moved in, and then finally when this time's out, John's going to fall from this campaign, and Google will never know about the ad that was clicked by John, Archie's son. So the right way to do this, if you really want to get all of the move-in events with the appropriate data to Google, is to set up a campaign that is using a contact history or activity-based trigger, and this triggers whenever anybody moves in. So when Archie moves in, there will be an event fired, and then Archie will trigger this campaign, and it will go post to Google. Now, but the issue here is that Archie isn't clicking or searching for any ads. He isn't involved at all in the journey. He's just moving in. There's no activity from Archie because he's really looking for Mary and John to do the work, right? So what ActiveDEMAND will do is that for any GCLID that is captured by any of these people on this prospect object, it will share all GCLIDs with everybody on the prospect object, so the main prospect as well as any of the influencer contacts. So if any of these three people click an ad that has a GCLID with it, any other history item that's generated by either the prospect or either the influencers, they will have access to the GCLID that was generated by the last GCLID that was generated by any of these people. And in fact, the first GCLID that has been generated by any of these three people. So with this new configuration of the campaign, if John or Mary or Archie do anything that's a history event that matches this starting step, the first GCLID and the the oldest and the newest GCLID will be accessible in this workflow. So when we post as an offline conversion here, you can choose to use the most recent or the oldest GCLID. So this is first touch, this is last touch, and it is the GCLID that was collected by ActiveDEMAND for any of the people in the family unit. Hopefully that clears it up.